Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Wednesday, December 14th, 2016. The tarot card for today is the Six of Wands. You know, when we see this card, it almost always is somehow represented by a parade where there is one figure that stands above the rest and is receiving the recognition, generally for a job well done. Now, does this have to be on your job? Not necessarily. This, to me, today feels personal. Like it's what feels good to you. It is about public recognition and other people recognizing your efforts as well. But I think it can really feel good, like it's a big victory. You've accomplished something and therefore will be recognized for it. But it definitely is a positive change. Now, we've talked about how, you know, yesterday the the full moon in Gemini. Actually, when this comes out, it will not even be the full moon yet. It will come out about an hour before. So keep that in mind. That you may still be feeling it, but that energy is going to pass. And then you're going to start to see the successes. And some of it's just of overcoming all of that. It was, like I said last week, energies. And sometimes energies can skew things for you and have you thinking things are not as positive as they are. So this is showing me that you're going to see, positive coming your way in the form of change, in the form of other people also recognizing the things that you've managed to do. So I say, whenever it's possible to achieve a victory, doesn't have to be a big one. They're all a step in the right direction. And they all deserve to be acknowledged. This is true. But I think on a personal level, it's important to, you know, remember that you know what you did. You know what you accomplished. And there is a flip side to this. I do bring it up when Mercury's retrograde, sometimes the flip side of the card. And, just make sure that you're doing everything above board and that nothing is where it can be questioned, that type of thing. And, I'm going to say maintain your confidence, your feeling of self-worth and all of that, because that's how you accomplish your victories, is through the belief in yourself that you can do it and you will do it. And that's how the job gets done. Sometimes it seems a little daunting. Or like this past week, if you were like, oh, I just don't know, getting past this full moon, and then all of a sudden here you are. I mean, you can pat yourself on the back just for getting past the full moon if you want, and call that the energy of the card for the day, because it indeed feels that way. The energy is lighter now, and it's going to slow down as well, for, oh wow, quite some time, until we get past Mercury retrograde, which will be in a few days. And not getting past it, but when it actually starts. And then, we're into January. We're into 2017. And it's an unusual year, the way things are going. You're probably not going to realize exactly where it's all taking you until you get to the tail end of May, okay? Because there's a lot of change that's coming, and it's going to kind of pop up all over the place, and you're going to be amazed at where you wind up, to be honest with you. But this victory today, it's almost as though it's leading you in that direction, because you've gotten back up and you've achieved something, and there you go. Now you're going forward. It's not necessary, how can I say it, with this Mercury retrograde, I don't think there's this big need to go backward, but I do think that things will be coming up for review. So we'll have to see what cards are on the horizon as we're doing this, but there's a lot of positive coming your way that I think can really counteract those normal effects of Mercury. If you're living by the Mercury retrograde rules, I think you'll be fine. So take your victories as they come. And I want to thank you all for listening, and I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.